So for any of you fools that have never seen the comedy classic that is Billy Madison, on the whole, I don't find Adam Sandler all that funny. Like, for looking back on the entirety of his career at this point. But Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are hilarious movies. And in Billy Madison, for those of you unfamiliar with the plot, he's a spoiled guy. His father is a hotel entrepreneur, and he in one scene where he's kind of had it with him, he's like, I've made sure that you graduated, everything's been taken care of, paid for things to go well for you in school. He's like, what are you talking about? I did fine in school. And he's like, you remember that spelling bee in the third grade? Rock, R-O-K. And Sandler's like, yeah, so? And his dad's like, R-O-C-K. He's like, the C is silent. Which is funny, but like it'll be the C, as you would expect if you were unfamiliar with that scene and that phrase. The C is silent, S-E-A. So I think it's both sort of, kind of beautiful and melodious sounding, but also there's an element of comedy in it. And one last thing, and then I'll shut up. I stopped off at a gas station in Tuba City last night, and this guy comes up with a gas can in his hand, and he's like, "Hey man, I don't want any change." I was like, "I bet what you want is worse than change," and I was right. He was like, "Could you just? I'm trying to get." He said something. I was like, "I'm with my family over here. I'm just trying to get down to my uncle's house." And I don't know if he phrased it this way because he saw me, stick the card in the machine and then pay for it. But, sorry, I'm getting a text from my brother for the first time in a couple days. He seems to be doing all right. He was like, "Could you just put $10 worth of gas in here?" I was like, how is that, supposed to be relieving to the concept of me giving you change? And I was like, I tell you what, man, I'll give you what's in my pocket, which is $2.85. And he was just kind of like, really? And he got like this sort of like disappointed little kid look on his face. Like he was disappointed in me that I'm only giving him $2.50 instead of just sticking $10 worth of gas in his portable tank there. Like as though because I'm paying for it with a card that it's just magic, that I'm not just giving him $10.